Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
In motion, Hill. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Wentz. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson on the receiving end from Carson Wentz. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yellow, zoom. Fly blue. Mike is 59.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Yellow, go. Field, black.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. In motion, Hill.
Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready, go.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
Ready, 30, yellow, white, 97. Hey, blue, pause red.
59. Tua on fourth down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Here we go. 45, white.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike.
Go pick.
In motion left is Wilson.
Set, cut.
They'll run on first down. It's Wilson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Black. Black shot.
Check 59.
Cut, cut.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the double.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey.
In motion left is Wilson.
Touchdown, defense. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. You ain't doing nothing.
Drill green.
You ain't doing nothing.
Ready, ready.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Right?
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Green jack.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Blue.
In motion, Hill. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Ready. Black 40.
Mike 20.
Black ultra.
Go. Go. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. I got you.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. In motion, Hill.
Red, yellow. On the ball. On the ball. Cut, go.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On the draw, it's Gibson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On first down, right back to Gibson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Once more, Gibson. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. Black 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the double.
Pick it up, guys. Double time. 4 down.
Hey,
In motion, Hill.
Mike 35.
ready, go.
On 2nd and goal.
Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.